Steinway and Sons represents the history of music. So it's a tradition in a great way. It's a tradition of bringing a quality instrument into a school which looks at the music of the past and looks at the music of the future.
The history goes back many, many years, more than 100 years. Oberlin was the first all-Steinway school in the world, as a matter of fact, and I believe we're actually Steinway's oldest continuous customer. And it's been a great relationship for us, one in which we have seen the benefits of a company that is dedicated to the highest levels of excellence.
We were founded in 1894 and began our relationship with Steinway in 1897. So when something's good and lasts for over a century, there's no reason to change it.
Steinway and Sons' reputation for excellence parallels the reputation for excellence of the Juilliard School, and we feel that it has made that the Steinway pianos have made a real contribution to that achievement over the last century.
When you're an athlete and you're training to go out onto the field to compete, you don't use inferior equipment to train on. You don't start with the second level stick in lacrosse because it's cheaper and you're going to use the good one for battle. You need to be involved in the greatest equipment, whether it's rehearsing or whether it's performing.
It's something where if you're really serious about professional training, you're going to have Steinways in your midst, because ththose are the instruments that these students will have contact with during their lifetime.
Becoming an all-Steinway school and the first all-Steinway school in the Big Ten was an enormously important event for us. Really, the backbone of any school of music are the pianos that they have. And having a new fleet of Steinways was probably the best gift that they had had in many, many years.
To us, the name Steinway and Sons represents an affirmation of the fact that JMU has become one of the top flight music schools in the country.
What was driving our desire, of course, to become an all-Steinway school is the obvious excellence that is associated with the Steinway company and the pianos that they have made for many, many years. And we knew this would have a very positive impact on the image of the school, the reputation of the school, and above all, in attracting some of our very most outstanding students to the school.
When parents and students come for their initial interviews and their auditions, the first place they go is to the practice room area. And without a single word being exchanged, they can tell the commitment that the university has to them by looking at the quality of instruments in the practice rooms and the condition of those instruments in the practice rooms, because they're going to spend a great deal of time in their 4 years at that institution in the practice wing.
It's important for Cleveland to show that it seeks to have the best students it can have in all areas, and piano is one of the key areas for Cleveland, and Steinway is absolutely part of that. It's the mark of excellence. It matches the attainment we hope to match in recruitment.
One of the things that for some reason I didn't anticipate was I knew that we wanted to be an all Steinway school, and I knew that that was what our students would expect. But what I didn't anticipate was how the word would spread. And just being able to say an all Steinway school, how that helped our recruitment. Suddenly we were getting many more applications in piano specifically, of course. But not only were we getting more applications, but we were getting better applications.
Also, in recruiting faculty, we have, just this year, we lured 2 very talented piano faculty to our campus because, in part, or actually to a great deal, because we were all Steinway schools. And they knew that they would be able to make an artistic contribution, and they'd be able to grow artistically at such a school.
It's critical when you're going to have the best faculty and recruit the best faculty and retain the best faculty. There's no question that Steinway is the instrument of choice. As a matter of fact, there's no other instrument that they're interested in really looking at, playing, or rehearsing with.
I think everybody knows that Steinway is the best there is. And so it's not only meaningful to musicians to know that they're playing on the best and teaching on the best, but I think it's really says something to the community when they go to a concert and they see that every piano at the school is a Steinway, that this is really a special place.
For me, Steinway is a lot more than pianos. Obviously, the instruments are fabulous, but as an administrator at a school of music, I'm looking for ways to have help, for resources, and the people at Steinway have been very helpful for me to understand how to raise funds and how to organize the things needed to sustain a music program.
Juilliard has more than 250 Steinway pianos at the school. They are used for teaching, for practice, for performance. Mr. Tsumita, who heads the piano maintenance department, has a sign on the entrance to his office that says, "The Steinway is the official piano of the Juilliard School." And he came to us, in fact, from Steinway and Sons, and Juilliard's technicians are routinely trained by Steinway and Sons in order to know what is necessary to keep this extraordinary collection of instruments in first-class condition.
The fun parts of how we've been doing the Steinway initiative at the Thornton School is turning it into a multi-year initiative where we've included the donors and the students and the faculty, and that's enabled us to then bring them to the factory and see the instruments being made, and that has been overwhelming for everyone involved.
We're going to go rejoin the piano where we last left.
Wanda Bassett made our all-Steinway school possible. She stopped at every single station, met every single worker, found out that sometimes it's a multi-generational connection with Steinway and the craftsmanship, and it was just amazing to find out the family atmosphere and the pride that goes into building these pianos.
We had an entourage of about, I think there were 4 or 5 of us, including our piano technician, several faculty members. As we were reviewing